Hi, this is Parrish. Picking up where we left off with Paul Pickering, client, colleague, friend, Shell Oil. Paul was responsible for, Paul brought us over into Canada. I had the opportunity to first work with Paul early on the Port Arthur project. The entire time we were working human performance. Let's listen to Paul and how you got to go beyond a talking point when it comes to human performance. It's actually something that we were doing on the project.
But how am I going to get there? And what are the things that I'm going to apply it to? And so you could come in and say, right, I have experience, this is you putting your pitch, in how using a handful of well-proven, but not always utilized human performance techniques can make a massive difference to outcomes in a vast range of areas that are all are key for optimum project delivery. And that can be productivity, it can be quality management systems, it can be in safety where people can really get hurt and it can cost you a fortune. And in all of those elements, all of those aspects of construction, it can also be in design and defects as well, but let's put that into quality management. In all of those areas, the common factor is that no matter how much you automate or use advanced work packaging, there will still be interfaces and day-to-day things on the ground that are vulnerable to either human error or a lack of human motivation or a lack of understanding between human beings in order to bring the thing to fruition. Now, that kind of then hangs it off something. And you say, I can talk to you about safety if you want. I can talk to you about how I apply it to quality management systems. I can talk to you about how I apply it to just making sure that you don't end up with inefficient supply chains because the contractor hasn't talked to the supplier, who hasn't talked to the construction manager, because all of that is human performance as well. I mean, about making sure people have their roles clearly defined.
Okay, let's take a look at some of these packages here. This is really where the rubber meets the road on how we drive your metrics. Construction projects are dynamic, you know that. So as things change, the work, the tools, the hazards, we create a package that drives your metrics. So again, I'm going to say it. You tell me what's keeping you up at night, and I'll create a package with a purpose of impacting that number. Value added with tailor-made concepts as a dedicated resource on your project.